Yo, I don't know what she's doing out here. Nobody likes a quitter, okay? Women's cyclist champ quits after loss to trans rider. It really just kind of sounds like a skill issue, like get better scrub. Like, come on now. Another trans winner a days later in the New York race. Yeah, man. I thought men and women are identical. They are equal. Whatever a man can do, a woman can do better, and in high heels and pregnant and all of that stuff as well. Like, come on, man. That's what all my propaganda told me. Like, come on now. Former women's cycling champion angrily quit the sport after losing to a transgender rider. Again, like, nobody likes a quitter and nobody likes a sore loser either, so just, get good, scrub. A decision followed just days later by another trans cyclist declaring she felt like a superhero for a woman's race win in New York. Yeah, I beat the brakes off these bitches by like 30 seconds. Holy, son. Champion cyclocross rider Hannah Arensman bolstered her decision with a statement to the Supreme Court filing on the issue. Oh man, she's trying to speak to the manager. What a Karen. I have decided to end my cycling career. Well, yeah, that's normally what happens if you can't compete up at the top anymore. You should just bow out gracefully. Normally you want to finish on top, but oh well, you can't always get what you want, right? She said in her last race in the elite women's division, yep, very elite. So elite, in fact, that you have to bring in alternative competition of the UCI Cyclocross National Championship in late December. She came in 4th place. Yo, so you got beat by what? Flanked on either side by male riders awarded 3rd and 5th place. Oh, okay, cool. So you got beat by 2 women as well. So you just suck. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, it was a joke to begin with. It's like, obviously, if you can't fucking tell, then you're just too stupid to breathe. But now at this point in time, it's like, oh, okay, you actually got beat by a couple of other bitches. So you just kind of suck, and you're just trying to hop on the bandwagon. And it's like, okay, cool. You would have got a bronze instead. You got what? Paper medal. Like, you were off the podium. It sucks to suck, I guess. My sister and family sobbed as they watched a man finish in front of me. Stop being so bigoted. We support trans rights over in the West, just when they're funny. Having witnessed several physical interactions with him throughout the race. Apparently not all that physical, because you're still there. Additionally, it is difficult for me to think of a very real possibility I was overlooked for an international selection. Somebody's just big mad. Should get good. Hit the gym a little bit more. She said that it has become increasingly discouraging to train as hard as I do. Well, apparently not hard enough. Only to have to lose to a man with an unfair advantage of an androgenized body that intrinsically gives him an obvious advantage over me, no matter how hard I train. Yeah. No, exactly. I feel merch for young girls learning to compete and who are growing up, and every day they no longer have a fair chance of being new record holders and champions in cycling. Well, again, there was 2 women that were better than you, so yeah. On Saturday, trans cyclist Tiffany Thomas, real name, come on now, 47. You got beat by a 47-year-old dude on a bicycle. Fucking sucks to suck. Was photographed with her arms aloft, because we're inclusive around here, in victory at the top of the podium at Randall's Island Crit. Okay, at least her 20th win since she started racing in 2018. Yo, well, already in her 40s. Oh, this is just hilarious. New York City-based biologist posted photos of herself. Oh, so she knows exactly how all this shit takes off and knows all of the ins and outs of the stuff. Like, this is an expert, okay? This is what I want. High-performing athletes crushing in their given vocation. Okay. In full flight from the race while wearing a bright orange team kit with their sponsor LA Sweat. Yeah, exactly. You want to sponsor a winner after all. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it makes me feel like a superhero when I wore it, she said alongside one of her image of her fully focused in the New York City race. Like, you can tell, right? Like, you can compare and contrast hips, arm length, like, stop it. No, nobody's fooled. Playing bikes with friends is what the sport is all about. Yeah, exactly. When you can coast to victory like that, when you're just having a leisurely stroll, then all of a sudden you can just, gear up a little bit and start beating the brakes and fucking flying past everybody. Like, come on now. Is a self-styled fancier of fitness rode alongside another. Self-styled, and you're crushing these professional athletes. Fucking lol. Thomas, who regularly posts pics of her weightlifting, this is almost too much to handle, received love and support in response to her message, with one person writing, "You are a superhero and one of the smartest scientists I know." Exactly. How much testosterone can you get away with in order to compete as a woman? Is that fooling anybody? Yeah, I don't really think so, man. But her win soon started a severe backlash, with a New York City cycling outlet that posted her podium pics disabled the flood of angry comments. Why? It's New York City after all, and all of these women who overwhelmingly vote for Democratic policies, they all want this. You get what you fucking deserve, stupid. One critic said, "I feel so bad for women athletes in America that train their entire lives to lose out to a transgender athlete who some experts say can carry a genetic advantage even after hormone therapy." Yeah, exactly, because when did this dude transition? 47 years old. A recent thing? Started racing in 2018 when she was already in her 40s. Yo, we're destroying women's rights in America, an anonymous critic tweeted. Which rights? Which rights exactly? Oh, your privileges. Oh, that's what you're concerned about. Because remember, feminism is just about equality. It's a fucking supremacy movement, and you can't change my mind on that one. You wanted all these advantages, because if it was just your little girls club, well, one, nobody would be talking about women's cycling. It's like, what are you cycling to? The store to get some laundry detergent? Nobody would give a fuck. The only reason that it's popping off like that is because your champion looks like a 50-year-old dude. But yeah, if it was just your girls out there on a stroll, you would want the exact same coverage. You would want the exact same financiary support that all the men cyclists do. So you don't want equality, you want supremacy. Fellow cyclists use the hashtag #SaveWomenSports. Tiffany's teammates are all between the ages of 24 and 32. Amazing that Tiffany can keep up with them at the age of 46 after only starting to cycle at age 40, she wrote sarcastically. No, it's very impressive. It just shows the caliber of talent in female sports whenever they're getting the shit kicked out of them by just some fucking average dude off the street. No, man, I know a girl that could beat up a guy. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're fucking diluting yourself, you morons. The intent was to intimidate and harass transgender athletes, in this case me, to support our lives as miserable as possible so that we leave the sport. Well, just compete with the dudes. We're just, there used to be a popular phrase whenever conservatives would get online and they would be ostracized in a similar fashion. What was that? Oh, just go create your own platform. Well, if the trannies are big mad about that, just go create your own cycling league. Yo, what the fuck? Nice tits, bro. But yo, man, shout out for putting, I was gonna say dude cycling, even though that's what it ultimately is at the end of the day. Shout out for putting cycling on the map. You didn't even require, like an ad campaign or anything like that. Actually, a good thing that you didn't, because you got a trans flight attendant famed for airline ad, decides to, what's the nicest way to put this? End things like the other 41%. Sorry, I could not be stronger. Yeah, you got this ad campaign, you get all of this fucking attention, and then when you are no longer hot shit anymore, you get tossed to the side, and then you start to realize, oh, fuck, I cut off my dick. What the fuck am I actually doing out here? Transgender flight attendant, Kayleigh Scott, it's her real name, who gained fame after appearing in a United Airlines commercial, was found dead Monday in her Colorado home. She was 25. Scott, who shared her transition story on 2020 Trans Day of Visibility, produced by United, declared in a 2:30 a.m. Instagram post that she was planning to take matters into her own hands. As I take my final breaths and exit this living earth, I would like to apologize to anybody I let down, especially United. I had a very long contract with them. We were going to do a whole bunch of different ad spots, but I'm sorry, I could not be better. Those that I love, I am sorry I could not be stronger. To those that gave me everything, I am sorry for my effort was not reciprocated. Yeah, like all of the hours that those surgeons put in, and all of your counselors and your therapy sessions that were required in order for you to make this stupid fucking decision that you were indoctrinated into. Now, obviously, I would feel sorry, but, my stance on suicide remains, regardless if you're indoctrinated or not. It's the most selfish thing you can possibly do. Because, in this situation, going through with an untenable decision to begin with, and then making another one, doesn't make up for the fact that there are people that are out there that have to live in the aftermath of your two terrible fucking decisions. I stand firm on that, man. When reached by the post for comment, well, she's dead. She can't really reciprocate. Reps for United said, we were incredibly saddened by the tragic loss of Kayleigh Scott, but we knew what we were getting into. That's why we had a certain clause in the contract. We call it the 59% clause. And extended our deepest condolences to her family, friends, and co-workers. According to the comments in her final post, Scott's friends called Denver authorities. Yeah, all that stuff. Just one final attempt at attention, but, you know, here it is. Scott continued, please understand that to me, leaving is not a reflection on you, but to result in my own instability to turn myself for the better. To Ashley, Cynthia, Regine, and Regine. Weird. And Sophia, I'm so sorry. Please remember me for the good memories we have shared, and never for my downfall. No, that's what everybody's going to remember you for. Oh, remember the last time we went to a picnic and then when we walked into her apartment and just heard, I will soon see you all again on the other side. Well, actually not. If there is a set of pearly gates up there when we all go, take a wild guess that your name's probably not on that list. But anyways, however, Scott's sister, Ashley Scott, later confirmed, yes, her sister's passing. To all of you who have commented and those watching this post, Kay has passed. Yeah, after years of not being able to tell the truth, you were at least truthful on that one. Yeah, have to wear an ascot to cover up the Adam's apple. Yo, is that picture fooling anybody? Like, yo, it's sad that anybody dies, I guess. Gotta say that to placate somebody who's probably seething mad watching this. And I just seethe and dilate, you fucking weirdos. Who cares? But yo, even though somebody decided to punch out well before their time, 25 after all, but we're fed a whole bunch of fucking nonsense. But use this story as reason enough to, I don't know, maybe not chop off your dick and put in some fake tits, you fucking dude. Think again. But hey, on the bright side of things, there's a whole hell of a lot of customers on United Airlines that aren't going to have awkward conversations or ask you about your beard stubble, ma'am. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.